Yes, here we go, folks. Thank you for joining us live for the kitchen again tonight. A special guest, my bro Freestyle Master in the studio. We're going to catch him up here in a little sec. Before that though, I need at least 3,000 shares. I'm pure optimistic tonight. Let's see what we can do. So let's get the link shared out there as far as possible before we get the Freestyle Master up here tonight. And also I should say that I've been sent a very, very important memo from an educational establishment, which we'll speak about later. Tonight, you learn things, I think. So get the link shared. Also leave us a comment, let us know right now where you're listening, so we can shout you out, shout your hood, shout your community, shout your scheme, shout your town. Let us know where you're at right now in the comments. And let me know if you're feeling these beats tonight. First one is from Physiks, big shout out to you, Physiks. So like I say, go out there, spread the link tonight. I think we're going to talk some shit tonight. What do you think? We're going to talk some shit tonight, so get the link shared, at least 3,000 shares before Freestyle Master comes up here.
see. I'm not the man I'm dressed that's threatening me. Fuck you, I smoke death for breakfast. No rest for the naked. Picture me paraded on a colourful stage, stressed and aged, beating metaphors to bloody pulps, chanting the words of Satan, worshipping cults. I started working on a life, but I'll finish it later. Spit an image of my father with a mirror and a razor, a paper and a pen. I get to havering again. It's for the steamers and the smokers, the dreamers and the hopers. I'm feeling fragile, I'm kidding, I'm an animal. Her music's beautiful, mine's is passable. Just a big Wayne with peels of sniff cane. Throw in some beers and tears drip like rain. On the surface I'll be under by the time the sun sets, cause I'm jaded and I'm naked. In a room with no air, I choose to play fair. With a puddle and a rope, some soap and Mayfair. A passion and a blade to shave my grey hair. Stacking rations in my grave, my cave, my hate where I should do myself a favour and ditch my blunt nature. The blood craver, shallow cuts for the razor. Imagine being what your people detest. At least I know the destination that the needle injects. I need rest, but I'm naked, stressed and underrated. Clenching every inch of myself, running on hatred. Feeling all sorts of rang, I'm all yang. But even though I can't talk slang, my songs bang, man. Nobody that I place above. The same drug that's my guide in a maze of blood. As my wee heart sings to the G-car strings, I can taste sweet death through the cigar skins. Naked. Naked. Naked.
Let the floodgates open, bring down the barriers. There used to be a time when I was higher than a Harrier, chilling Chrissy's living room, the art school characters. Hip-hop was a virus and we were the carriers. Things had to change, yeah, they never stay the same. In my 20s we away, no a penny in my name. What example am I setting to my baby son? None. What can I offer him, living like a Had to make choices, strange decisions, make waves in the music scene or make a living. I chose the latter, but still I like to fling my part at the mic to make it shatter. As I rip the beat in half, I don't know if you noticed it, but I know the script. In fact I folded it up and now I'm holding it. 7 years on, I've picked up the mic again. They hate it when I pass it cause it's white hot and piping red. So in keeping with the name of the tune, I spit the type of flames that bring a tenement down. I'm mass grief, hit nerves like sharp teeth. Take your best 100 shots, I bet you can't mark me. Truthfully speaking, I still fight but I'm weakened. Lie awake at night cause I'm frightened of teaching my son bad habits, I've got loads of my own. Am I bringing up a child or creating a clone? I've seen friends who lost parents that affected them deeply. So for that selfish reason I hope God decides to keep me on his green earth, but not so I can milk it more, so I can always watch over my boy and let him know that his daddy loves him truly, madly, deeply, sickly, sweetly, so uniquely, so completely. Can't express it when I beat you, but I feel blessed that it's you I chose to speak to. JTC exposed, naked, nice to meet you.
Looking at my tick list of regrets, rubbled rubbing my eyes, done with the 15 steps, cause a dozen were lies, stuck in a shit scheme, stressed, cut a couple of ties, I had to get wise to trouble in a subtle disguise. Another 6 week stretch, gone and doubled in size. 3 months we've struggled for the funds and the price of love's nothing, shrugging off a bundle of fines, and fuck it's fine, but you're just out your nut for the wine. You've done it, now you probably think you're cunning, you're swine. I'm running round and coming up with something in mind. I'm turning down your offers cause my volumes are high. It bothers you why? Just how I respond, we're dry, an honourable guy. Wouldn't lift my horn to a fly with my horrible sides, abominable, hoarded and sly. Or is it you want to risk shit, go on and try? It's on in my sight, and even if they thought I'd get white prick, I'm nothing but a drop in the Clyde, caught in the tide, muddy waters with a lot to decide. I'm in the gutter, just looking for a spot to reside, lost in the night, putting thoughts of being cautious aside. But fuck it, I'm nothing but a drop in the Clyde, caught in the tide, muddy waters with a lot to decide. Plodding along, see me nodding if you're walking on by. I flourish now, I'm like a thorn in your side. I watch as the plot grows and lost souls try tread gently like they're walking on hot coals. Lots chose to swap those old hopes for bottles. Some shit never gets fixed like the potholes. God knows if we'll ever escape, and everybody in it's in it for a bit of the cake. Remember in September we had that decision to make. Too many listened to the whispering of slithering snakes. This condition that we're living in Britain ain't great, but would it really be different if we were given the break? Man, I don't know, maybe I'm pessimistic. Independence, yes, I'd risk it in a second split, but reckon it could be fake, cause these people rarely give what they take. Often they lie in order to win the position at stake. Talking is shite and promise everything they think they should say. For us to bite, but I won't take whatever is in the plate. I swallow my pride tonight. Nothing but a drop in the Clyde, caught in the tide. Muddy waters with a lot to the side. I'm in the gutter, just looking for a spot to reside. Lost in the night, putting thoughts of being cautious aside. But fuck it, I'm nothing but a drop in the Clyde, caught in the tide. Muddy waters with a lot to decide. Plodding along, see me nodding if you're walking on by. I flourish now, I'm like a thorn in your sight.
Okay. Let's talk some things
Yes,
tonight.
man.
Before we get started tonight, big shout out to Freestyle Master.
Peace. Pleasure to be here, man.
Any questions for him you want to ask me, mate? If we get a chance to ask him,
Aye, definitely, man. Aye, fire him in.
leave them in the comments. Before we get started tonight, tonight's show is brought to you by the legendary Criminal Minded album, man.
Wow, man. There's a story behind that album. That
There's-
particular piece of vinyl there.
Every album, I think, tells a different story, but you know this story.
There's an incredible one with that.
We won't go there tonight.
Nah, man.
We won't go there tonight,
That's
but
for another show.
tonight's brought to you by Criminal Minded, by Boogie Down Productions, rest in peace, Scott La Rock.
One night you should do a show, mate, with all the ones that you've had up, and we should just talk about what the albums.
I think we should,
We're
yeah.
all about,
I
know
think
what I
we
mean?
should, but I've got other things I want to talk to you about tonight.
Ah, of course, man.
And the educational authorities spoke to me about certain things that need to be addressed. So,
Right, man. Right, that sounds ominous.
but Criminal Minded. And this other classic, bit different, but in some ways the same. DMX, Flesh of My Flesh.
Blood of my blood.
It's a wee bit rang, the cover for me.
The covers,
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a... Nah, it's
Incredible
effectively-
album, but you know what I mean. So I recommend the two albums this week.
Big up DMX.
And we're also brought to you tonight by, you know, we're trying to bring a bit of connoisseurism, sophistication to this rap thing, and
Aye, man, aye.
people always drink the same stuff.
Aye.
And
keeping it moving.
when we were in Germany last, we got treated
Oh, man.
by a high-class German citizen, a good friend.
Big
and
up KJ.
he gave us the most beautiful wine, and since then, I'm not going to say I'm hooked on it because they'll be signed up to a programme, and it's not like that, but I appreciate it.
Aye.
I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? So this one tonight, Casolero del Diablo,
Oh, you know what?
was recommended. I know what it means.
We know that. The Castle of the Devil.
This one was recommended by Baltic, big shout out Baltic.
Big up
So
Baltic.
I'm going to put that there.
That's called Cauldron, isn't it?
Col Cauldron, yeah. Casolera del Diablo.
And I'm here representing Aspartame Anonymous.
Can you let me know any other wine recommendations? So far it's pretty decent.
Aye, feeling it.
And we got freestyle,
Diablo.
not feeling it quite yet. I mean, not that way, but hopefully soon. Let me just rewind this beat. Big shout out to my man Andy Martin for the beat.
That's nice, man.
So tonight we're going to talk about things, like I said, the educational authorities
Right, man.
sort of gave us
Guidelines.
tonight regarding people getting a qualification
Alright.
in Scottish hip hop.
Right, man.
Okay. So I'm going to throw it up right now, and anytime you see this sign tonight, it means you can tick a box for your Scottish hip hop qualification.
Right, man.
It's important, you know what I mean? Let me find the right box. That Diablo's kicking in. So let me try this. Is there a Scotvec
Yes.
National Certificate? It's only level 2 for
Freedom.
Scottish hip hop, but still.
Yes.
When you see that
Down with
tonight, there's Scottish hip hop history getting talked about.
Right.
And it can tick your box.
Right, man. That's aye.
Okay.
Cool.
So check that out, people. When that comes up tonight, Scottish Hip Hop History shall be getting spoke about and will be getting spoke about. Big shout to Scotvec as well. Can I get a few shout outs out just now?
Let's do it, man.
Big shout to everyone who's shared the link so far. Big shout to Hamish McBurney. He says whoop whoop. It's the sound of Steg G. Get it played loud, Hamish, so the neighbours can tune in and Stirling can listen.
Of course,
They need
man.
to hear it.
Spread the word.
Big shout to William Galloway, he's watching, listening. Big shout to my man Benny, send me some more instrumentals, Benny. Big shout to DJ Louise Disco Brides. Big shout to my man James Cairns, who's been underwater for about 6 months.
Aye.
And he's just came up and probably thinking, what the fuck's happened to the planet? Big shout to you, James. William says, yo, what's happening? Digging this beat, man. Big shout to you. Big shout to Anita. Tommy says, so this is a dream before reality kicks in tomorrow. Tell me about it, man.
Ah, no, man.
I've just had an extra 3 days off this week and
Aye.
it flew in, to be honest.
It wasn't right because you're getting up every morning thinking
You were still
the day
getting
might
ready.
be the day that I need
Yeah.
to go to my work. And being a self-employed person, they good, man.
And for me, some of my work I could do from home, so it sort of meant there was work still happening.
I
You know what I
couldn't
mean?
do any work for him.
No, but anyway, big shout out to you, Tommy. Yeah, the reality kicks in tomorrow.
Ah, no, man.
But it depends when you're listening to the YouTube. No, on that note, I want you all to do me a favour. What we're trying to do here is build something. It's not about me, it's about the movement and the channel and giving the voice for the artists and the music. So make sure you like the page. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. And thank you very much for sharing the link. We definitely appreciate that,
Big
man.
up yourself, man.
Big shout out to K9 Kev.
Ah, big up.
He's a bit of a legend these days, isn't he?
Aye. K9's long time, man. Way back to
He's old
90s.
school now.
He is old school now, man.
Big shout out to my man Rich Strang. He's listening in NYC.
Big up yourself, Rich.
It was nice to see him last year.
Aye, man. Aye.
With
Always
a
nice to
flying
see the-
visit,
the-
but it was
the
always
boys,
nice
man.
to see the boys. Big shout out to my man Lee. Big shout out to Billy King. Big shout out to JJ Sutherland. Big shout out to man Al Fresco, aka Big Al. Hamish McBurney says, been waiting for this all week, can't wait. Tommy says, cheers for recommending the tracks last week, had a blast with him. Man, Jamie's tuned in. Greetings from Snowy Campsies.
Go on yourself, Jamie.
We need a session, Jamie, but we know we need something to happen to make that happen.
Aye.
And obviously, we can't talk too much about anything right now because anyway, now that I've said that, people are going to get a wrong idea.
Aye.
And it's not like that.
Nah. It's Bible class.
Big shout out to Brian Both representing Cam Aldrich.
Big up yourself, man. Taking it way back there, Brian. Memories, man.
Big shout out to Emma Spears, is that your cousin?
That's my cousin, mate.
Big shout out to
Aye.
Emma.
Up in Arden. Big up yourself,
Up in
Emma.
Arden, man. Wow, the home of hip hop.
Oh, my hip hop, mate. Aye, they shops.
Big shout out to Bruce Lee Anderson. Big shout out to Richie Muirhead. Richie, where's my award? Just saying, man. 25, 30 years or whatever, making classic Scottish hip hop. Running the label. Where's my award? Don't ask, you don't get. Somebody said that to me this week.
You put it out there.
I'll put it out there to the universe, freestyle. Anyway, I believe it's time for you to try and get your Scotvec module level 2.
Where
You
we
ready?
going with this?
Freestyle Master.
Pressure. What's up?
You've been in this rap game a while.
Aye, mate. Could
What
say
was the
that.
first time that you heard or discovered a local rap artist?
Ah, man. It was Big J. Big J.
Speak to the people who that is, who might not know.
Man, right. It was a dude called J Large. Don't know what he was called back then, right? But I'm getting back to. Oh, man.
Name some years here.
Years? Oh, if I'm naming years, man, this must be 86.
Right, sorry to interrupt you, right, because I'm going to let you talk tonight. But for me, you're Mr. Memory, man.
Aye.
So that's why the Scotvec module's in
Aye.
place tonight, because this
Right,
will be
man.
facts.
Aye.
Level 2 only, by the way.
See, where we stayed on Cam Modric way, Big J stayed over there as well, but they were a couple of years older and they were the first ones that were kind of breakdancing and all that, alongside the boys that were up in Arden. But It was Big J's crew. They all seemed to be
Big shout out to
older.
Big
They seemed to know what they were doing, right? So I remember, I don't know where I heard it, don't know what happened, but it was obviously on a tape, probably up your bit, up out in the ghetto, out in the street in Capo Rig Street. Big up to all the
Some
old
people
crew,
might
man.
not even know what a ghetto is.
A ghetto blaster, and usually
Okay.
they were really, really heavy and stuff. And it started off, it was cool. Then nobody wanted to carry the fucking thing, so it get popped. Know what I mean? But basically, Big J was doing it, and then we went to the Barrowlands, and we
Okay.
saw the Beastie Boys. This must be.
I think it was 86 for me.
86,
For me, I'm saying
87.
86 here. That was a seminal one for me.
Aye, no, it was Big J. 86.
I think it had the T-shirt. It said 86 on it.
Aye.
So I think
Aye.
I'm saying 86 for that shit. Yeah,
Aye, so 86. So I would have been what, 12-year-old, something like that. And
Right, we were rolling, man.
it was inspiring because it showed you that somebody that was running about you, that they could do it. But back then there was no internet, there was no Steg G, there was no Loki, there was
People were still at
there was
school.
none of this. Everybody was still learning while they were doing it. Know what I mean? And it continued like that all the way on. But the early years, they were really, really exciting. Know what I mean? Because it showed you things that
Scotvec module, people.
it showed you there was a direction that you could go in. And I remember all the time I used to rap to folk in school all day, just to sit in the class and just mumble my wee muff away, rapping other people's raps and that. But
So
I knew
you
what I wanted to do.
were old school, but doing mumble rap in the classroom.
No mumble.
Back
As soon as the teacher went out, I would just start rapping. It was generally something for Beat Street. Always probably Beat Street breakdown verse.
So just for the record though, for the Scotvec module, National Certificate Level 2 in Scottish Hip Hop, you apply right now, you can maybe get your qualification later. J Large was the first person that you heard making homegrown hip hop.
Aye, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Big up, man.
I think it's the same myself, so big shout out to Big J.
Ah,
I
of
know
course,
there's been
man.
things in, but there's water under the bridge.
Oh, man, aye. That
So big shout out to Big J, man, you know what I mean?
helped us out a lot, man.
So we're going to break down some things tonight, talk about history.
Aye,
You
mate.
up for that? Going to play some
Definitely.
tracks maybe for your back catalogue. Some of them I've got. They sound a bit crusty
I bet they do, man.
because they were
Crusty days, man.
where they've came from. But I'm still going to play one. This one
Aye.
is for the album The Journey. What year was this one?
The Journey. Journey was 1998. We put
Okay.
that out. Aye. That was in the
1998. So you're talking 20 years ago, this album.
20, aye, mate, aye.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, aye. 1998. Never
Just
even
over
realised that
20
there.
years ago, actually.
Never realised that. It was February or something.
Yeah.
We finished it.
1st of February, my wee niece's birthday.
Your niece's birthday, because there was dedication on the back of it. But aye, it was the first time that a Scottish artist group had went out and actually made like a physical vinyl album and put everything into it and put herself up there and tried to get out there. Do you know what I mean? There'd been other stuff. Everybody had made 12 inches and EPs and maybe making tapes and all that sort of stuff. But vinyl in their days, and I think probably still even today, if you're willing to put yourself up there and go out and get yourself some vinyl, people start to look at you a wee bit differently. They take you a wee bit more seriously.
I hope so. Mr. Bose is dropping vinyl and that's an amazing thing.
Oh, of course, man, aye.
But hopefully everybody else, the younger generation, see it like that. But
Aye,
I'm also sure.
Aye, but
Anyway, I'm going to play a track right now.
let's do that.
We're going
man.
to talk about shit tonight, okay? We'll get a chance to get your Scotvec module. Nobody's had a Scotvec since 1997, but you can get one tonight. In
Okay.
Scottish hip hop,
Yeah,
which is a pretty cool thing. So this one is from an album over 20-year-old Scottish hip hop. Can I say classic?
I think you just did.
It's a hit, man.
Open up my eyes, open up my mind, and I carry on.
I split the rock, go forth, explore. Open up my mind, unlock another door. Let my spirit fly with restraints and tame. Channel my aggression and emotion and wave. Looking for something one day I know I'll fame. Purify my thoughts, no longer mentally blamed. I won't be misled from the road I'm on. My words will remain even after I'm gone.
Pressure builds to let
explored. Serenity corrodes, all alone on the road. Moral code remains intact, I extract the fact. Skyline turns red, I walk amongst the dead. I had a vision, a premonition of what's to come. Think the journey's over, but it's only begun. First stage complete without losing direction. Studying my lessons in pursuit of perfection. I rap clubs, hit the studio, practice what I preach, put my money where my mouth is, create my own niche, going off on a tangent of my own making. Thought was born before the dawn of creation, forever existing, fuck the system, always persisting, accumulate wisdom. Although it's called a sin, I try and maintain prey, kill off mental parasites with genocide. Gate is intuition, instinctive action, focus with a tunnel vision, no mind for distraction. I walk a one-way path, no returning, I'll never see my bridges burning.
I split the thought, go forth, explore. Open up my mind, unlock another door. Let my spirit fly with restraints and tame. Channel my aggression and emotion and wave. Looking for something one day I know of fame. Purify my thoughts, no longer mentally blame. I won't be misled from the road I'm on. My words will remain even after I'm gone.
Eternally, aim stays the same. You can't compete, you don't get moves in the game. Always see my positives, synchronous rotation. Studying to crack the equation isolation. Formulate my basis from construction of my fossils. Reputation, colossal, roll with my apostles. Where I'm from, stale, don't involve a smile. Trained eye spots on the covers from my mail. Shit's whale. Flash and steel could mean your apocalypse. Aim is to survive. I walk this necropolis, murderous metropolis, malicious and vicious. Get 100 stitches in your face and that's just from bitches. I roam dark regions like a protostar, where my thoughts shine brighter than a quasar. Gaze far into a high-rise horizon. The beast on the streets, prowling, scowling, encouraging deceit. And of sinners where the criminals meet. I just walk on past and pass strength to the meek. Mental power's my device to break the ice and entice. A positive follow, knowledge is my only face.
I split the thought, go forth, explore. Open up my mind, unlock another door. Let my spirit fly with restraints and tame. Channel my aggression and emotion and wave. Looking for something one day I know of fame. Purify my thoughts, no longer mentally blame. I won't be misled from the road I'm on. My words will remain even after I'm gone. I split the thought, go forth, explore. Open up my mind, unlock another door. Let my spirit fly with restraints and tame. Channel my aggression and emotion and wave. Looking for something one day I know of fame. Purify my thoughts, no longer mentally blame. I won't be misled from the road I'm on. My words will remain even after I'm gone.
I carry on, move on. I carry on. You just see me keep it moving on.
So that little happy number,
Aye, man, aye.
20-year-old, over 20-year-old,
Over 20-year-old, mate, aye. That's wild to think that.
still sounded good to me.
It did, mate, aye. It's still... Love to hear it.
And you know that,
Digitally, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's a
You know
version
what I mean?
from that's been taped from a vinyl that's been MP3'd badly about 10 years ago.
Aye.
And I appreciate the fact that my man Big Div, I think MP3'd it up.
Aye, man, aye.
I think the
Wow.
only reason I've got it is because of Big Div, so salute to Big Div, man.
Aye, that's right. Aye, he done a CD for BJ, I'm sure.
So yeah, it's the quality's not so good, but I wanted to play that. It's about a year ago.
20 year, man.
Still sounds
Time flies.
quite impressive, if you ask me.
Aye, still had elements. It's funny when you hear stuff for years ago that you've not heard. And it's how you can still be the same sort of person, still rapping about the same sort of things, like the same sort of things.
That's
It
why I
shows you've
played
not
that one
changed.
tonight. That's
know
why
what I mean?
I played that one from the album. There's ones on the album where you've definitely changed and
Oh, of course, man. Aye. But
we keep them
experience.
buried. We keep them buried. I'm going to play another track for the very same record right now.
all right.
This one I'm going to play because it's interesting for two reasons to me. A, the double timing in it, it's pretty awesome. The flips between you and BJ is phenomenal. And it raps about what hip hop's going to be like after the year 2000.
Ah, that's right, man. This was
And it's 2018, as you
Aye.
know.
This was pre-millennial
As you know.
tension, as they used to call it, PMT. This is when at the end of the last century, for all you young ones that didn't even see the last century, we all thought the world might come to an end we just might come to an end. All the prophecies and all that.
Did you believe that?
Nah, mate, I didn't. Seriously, didn't.
I felt the computer glitch might have happened.
That's what I thought could have happened.
That might have happened.
I thought that could have happened when we thought that.
If you don't know what that is, young people, Google the computer glitch, Millennium
year
Bug.
2000, Millennium Bug, that's it. But me and B, we got together to do this song, and we had the beat, and I could not think of an idea for it. And then I was walking home from an old girlfriend's house at the time. She stayed up the road phase, and I was walking back down, and I just got this idea. I was into Star Wars and all that as I went, and I thought, fuck. And I started getting the vibe about it being a futuristic thing where we're fighting to save hip hop for getting into total obliteration for like the mainstream and just being watered down. And interestingly enough, another wee side note, we actually rapped that with 2 mics at the same time.
Back to back, just like this.
Back to back, the way, because we thought that's the way people done it. We didn't realise about multi-tracking and all that really back then. It was like everything, and I'm still the same to the day. I do everything in one take. And it's not because I need to do it on one take, it's just because that's the way we were brought up doing it. We didn't know any better.
And you can hear that in the record, so let me play it right now. Big shout to BG.
Oh, massive big shout to B.
Big shout to Big Damaged Goodz.
This
is 2000 and beyond.
We're moving through the system of a binary sun. Dimensional change alters the situation. The whack control of the hip-hop nation. All aspects of true hip-hop gone. Defeated by the fleet of MCs. Decepticons through channels underground. True rebels survive, dedicated to the cause of keeping hip-hop alive. Pirates temper with frequency. They're trying to cure society from their disease. Please remember above ground, keep radios low in case they trace the sex and shut down the show. Blow DJs away every day on the streets. Stormtroopers train to kill those with fat beats. When we meet, I greet them with an ace cold stare. Then take care of them, we'll follow back to the lair. Situated in a mountain face, 15 levels going underground, all rocking with bass. Mission control to those down for the cause, or restore an order to this chaos. Religiously, we practice twin scales, but the battle of champions, they pop bells. Artificial androids, components of death, without the power they die, cause they can't control breath. Baffle the public with tricks and technology, pollute their minds with treacherous philosophies. Prophecies foretell their disaster. They didn't meet with the Freestyle Master, head of intelligence of this rebel fleet. Midnight in the lab is where we rendezvous and meet to discuss how to flush out impurity. Steg G, head of strategy. BJ, head of security.
In the next century, some things are pure up. Other things are meant to. In the next century, some things are pure up. Other things are meant to.
2003, hip-hop still not free from the shackles of the laws of negativity. Mutators form to destroy its essence. They try and counter our moves, but we keep them guessing. Which way will we attack them next? Destroy their best MCs with Jedi mind tricks. We're sitting waiting, pick the best time to advance. No more charging and we're leaving nothing to chance. In 2002, the battle we did pursue. New recruits withdrew. That's when we knew of double agents, soldiers of espionage. Offer hands a peace, but intent on sabotage. Never put your faith in someone unknown. You must trust people of your own kind. We quest the universe, trying to fame other people who have like me. But it seems we're the only three left. The rest were incarcerated or put to death. But we got ourselves a hostage. He confessed of the enemy's quest to capture the Z. He said at dawn, you're going down, you're gonna fall. Your rebel feet will crumble like the Berlin Wall. Be killed a sucker, there's no time to waste. Stay set, ruby traps all over the place. I walk over, gaze from the window. I realize he's fed us false and yo boys, the enemy's under our feet. It's time to fight, no retreat, free minds unite. Rebel roads flying, stormtroopers dying from the righteous foes. When I'm picking and lying, give them all we've got, watch them rock. The death will dawn, 2000 and beyond.
In the next century, some things are pure up. Other things are meant to. In the next century.
Yo, sound the klaxon, people, it's time for some action. Almost all know what happened in the throes of passion. Opposites attracted by the law of attraction. Nature takes her course, natural reaction. Nitro, sulfur, carbon, hydrogen. Just 4 elements on which life depends. Ascend and descend, cut cord, draw breath. Welcome to a world full of oxygen. Next thing, a baby is born and a name is taken on. An unbreakable bond, no matter weight, shape or form. Sound and the knowledge, the heart beats like a drum. And it beats and it beats and the beats keep going on. Voice from the vocal cord, breathing air in their lung. Recovering from the experience they just shared with their mum. When one become two become one. Expressing expressions as the day is long. Over the fortnight, the options colostrum for nourishment. Better start to a life than routine and encouragement. First 4 years, more vital to our skill set. They'll take what they need and hopefully milk it. Pushing, warming, defending, controlling, transforming. New energy surging through internal organs. Eating and sleeping, week in, week out. Weeks turn to months, turn to years, now they speak out. Become a complete different person every 7-year cycle. Still tribal as a means of survival. Time fly by in no time, like where does the time go? Some inspire, some spiral, depart on arrival. We share one thing in common, we were all once children. Claiming minor ailments, character building. There's a kindred between people and the place that we live in. We're all creatures of habit with animal instinct. On the task, class and session, wrestling adolescents. Asking questions, sarcastic, passive aggressive. Testing them boundaries when adults are giants. The how-to is the science, what are skills of appliance? Hurting and healing, delight and dislike. With a certain degree of self-teaching and insight. Through the day to the night, never forsake your sight. Everything shows when exposed to light. Fight or flight, firm but fair. Looking good or worse for wear. Everyone's had their fair share of scares to compare. Whether it's food or the mood, when it's spoiled it's ruined. Like when you hurt yourself doing something you shouldn't be doing. Watch yourself, same time, spectator and the player. Become more aware of subatomic behaviour. Everything is everything, ill will or good nature. Mistakes must be made to learn from them later. 7 days, that's work, rest and play. Surveying the world from a stage and weathering the change. Sturdy at 30, air of authority at 40. Fly by, blink of an eye, hitting 50 shortly. More time with relatives and less with friends. I see them now and again, pledging and make amends. Are real friends when nothing needs to be said. We love the nights we can't remember, friends we can't forget. Belly extra tired, ready to retire. Plenty time to plan before the perishable expire. It's toil and moil, enjoy the spoils before they spoil. Revert back to earth and the soil. Loyalty, allegiance is bereavement and grievances. Needless in feeding if the reason is meaningless. Attitudes and attributes, everything you put out will come back to you, good or bad, bad or good. Indulge in idle moments where thinking is absent. Wearing clothes for concealment rather than fashion. Finally realise that your era is ancient. All the years that you've wasted, precious energy taken, never to return. The moment is gone, the momentum's almost ended, no longer as strong. But your roots remain strong as the day you were born. DNA hereditary, the memory lives on. In peace and prosperity, trust and treachery. All of the above come with the territory. Well-being and wealth, pride and prejudice. Doom and gloom from the womb to the tomb till the end of all you be memories. Tombstone if you're lucky. Hope they scatter my ashes amongst people that love me. Somebody play my favourite verse in stereo. Make the most till you go from birth to burial.
That's right, folks, live for the kitchen. Steg G with my bro, Freestyle Master tonight.
Hello.
Make sure your mic's switched on there, bro.
Check.
Yeah,
That's okay.
That's okay. Because it's important that people get their SQA tonight. No, sorry, their Scotvec.
Scotvec.
We're going back here. Big shout to Scotvec.
No seats in YTS money.
So let's talk about important things then. When they bring up the Scotvec, the logo.
There we
see
go,
that?
man.
It's time to learn.
He's back.
2 seconds on it to get rid of my bit underneath. Okay.
Here we are.
What was the first thing that you felt was a credible piece of music from yourself. And everybody does demos and dabbles and raps on the corner and stuff, but the first time you felt, oh, that's a piece of music.
Oh, man, that's a hard question, by the way.
It's gonna get worse, bro.
I know.
Buckle up, wee man.
Really, I would have to say a song we done on Mind Games.
Yeah, Mind Games was a cassette.
Mind Games was a cassette mini album type thing that we put out, and there was a tune on it called Above and Beyond, and it was out there. It was different for anything that I had heard anybody doing. You know what I mean? There was all sorts of Juno synths going on in it. There was vocals going backwards and sideways and all ways, and Kim killed it on that song with her harmonies and background and stuff, and I was rapping about, I don't even know at the time that I think I knew what I was rapping about. I thought I was just rapping about something deep and mysterious and all that, but if I look at it now, it's what I'm still rapping about today. It's about trying to elevate yourself and take yourself out of that mundane situation that you call your life, but your life is the last thing but mundane. Your life is an exciting prospect, and it just depends how you use it, you know what I mean? And you have to step outside the box to be able to see yourself in that context. And I think that was the first time, and your beats killed it, mate.
Thank you very much.
It's fresh. I could say it's fresh because it's fresh got his own BBC Radio 1, and this is at a time when getting onto Radio 1 was a really, really... Nobody from Scotland was doing it.
For the people who maybe don't know, right, it was on Tim Westwood's programme.
It was on Westwood, aye.
When back in the day, Westwood was probably one of the main outlets, if not the only outlet for hearing new hip-hop on the FM dial.
Aye, without a doubt.
When he was making big moves like linking up with Mally Mal, linking up with Funk Flex, he was the man in the industry at that time.
Definitely, it was the first time that there had been that focus put onto hip-hop. And in a national sense. Before that, it was just John Peel. And big up to Two Tone, because Two Tone got played on.
It was Radio 1.
It was Pete Tong, wasn't it, or something?
It wasn't Pete Tong. It was another dude who used to do that show.
Can't remember who the dude.
Yeah,
they got played. But Two Tone had put a record out at the time with 23rd. Ours was we just sent him a cassette. You know what I mean? It was just Big J again, man, and his infinite wisdom. Big J heard the song.
We love to hate J.
Big J heard the song, right, and he was like, he come round. He saw us at a gig. We done a gig one night up in Dundee, and there was a bus, and the bus broke down the way up, and then the folk all got there late. And I remember the energy levels when the folk for the bus that was packed come in, you know what I mean? It just went through the roof, and we done all the new stuff that went on to become Mind Games. And Big J, when he heard It's Fresh, he was bouncing all over the place, and basically he came round the next day to your house up in Nits Hill, and he was like, listen,
checkbook in hand,
we're phoning up fucking STV, we're phoning up Radio 1, we're doing this, we're doing that, and they got his own STV came shot a video for us and all that.
That's a great point, actually.
Put it on primetime telly, you know what I mean? It's 7 o'clock at night.
Sometimes it takes somebody else to believe in you.
Oh, without a doubt, because we would never
just
have thought
to take it to that extra stage.
We thought we had something that was decent, that was good and that, but
somebody else believes in it.
Never have thought, and that was a big confidence boost. That gives you that insight to be able to say to yourself, well, I am doing something, and it is worth pursuing this.
Okay, so Mind Games tape.
I would say Mind Games tape.
Okay. We spoke about That's Fresh. That was from the
Mind Games as
Mind
well.
Games as well. The other one was a Next Level tape.
The first one was the Next Level. Before that, obviously the Power Move stuff, and big up Shuey and Jimmy P.
Okay, man. So they call you the Freestyle Master. So
yeah, man.
Tonight we're going to do some live spontaneous freestyle, as you always do, right?
Aye.
Tonight we need it for the audience.
Aye, that helps.
We need the content to come for the people that's watching and listening to the stream right now.
Aye.
Leave a word or a couple of words and
just go for it.
That'll help us to prove to you that it's freestyle.
It is freestyle, and it also helps the freestyler because
it gives you something to bounce off.
It gives you something to bounce off and entertain. You know what I mean? So you know what to do.
So remember tonight, keep taking the notes. Scottish hip hop NVQ. I've changed it all the time now. Scotvec module I think I had one in cooking.
Aye.
I think I had an actual cookery.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a sort of a cleanliness in the kitchen module. Scotvec. Even like you could say you could cook.
Chef, know what I mean?
But you know how to put the veg in the right place and the meat in the right place. I had a Scotvec in that.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. So
I'm
we're
going
going to
for
play a
time.
song right now. This one is a more current song from you.
Okay, man.
And it's about words. It's called Scrabble. Tell us about your affinity with words.
Well, being a rapper, lyricist, whatever you might call it, words are the brushstrokes on top of the musical canvas. Know what I mean? So you have to be intrigued by words. You have to be, for want of a better expression, turned on by the use of words. Know what I mean? To express yourself. And a few years back, I woke up to something. Somebody showed me something, and it woke me up to the fact that I had been living in a wee bit of a slumber when it came to words, because the words I was using every single day and to express myself, I didn't know anything about where they came from. And then once you start to look back into that, which is called etymology, it opens up.
Etymology?
Etymology,
Okay.
aye. It opens up a
Okay,
whole...
hold on, mate. Hold on, 2 seconds, mate. We need to get the
Scotvec back up.
Scotvec back up here. Hold on. There you go, Scotvec.
Aye, so once we...
Etymology.
Etymology 101. Don't believe everything that you read. Don't believe everything that you see or hear. You have to learn for yourself where things come from. Everything has got a root source. The same way that you listen to a hip hop song, you go, ah man, I love that beat. Take it back a wee bit further on that beat, called could be for James Brown, right? Could be for somewhere else. There's always a root source to everything.
True.
And the way language has evolved through the years, the things that used to mean a particular thing no longer necessarily mean that in the context when you're having an everyday conversation. But the original meaning always applies when it comes to a thing called law. And basically that's where we all fall down. There's a mirror image language that is called legalese, and it's the words that you use every single day in a totally innocent context.
Let's speak on this a bit, because it's important. People are using these words, maybe using them in a context which is socially acceptable to them. But then in a different company, then the words can be used against them.
The words become vicious weapons that are used to basically keep you in a slumber and away from actual freedom. And I'm not saying that once you learn about words you're going to become instantly free and all that. That's a whole other thing. That's where you need to start going and getting yourself a book about Buddhism or something. But
Why not? Why not?
No, totally. I've got books.
We recommend that.
We recommend that. Aye, expand your consciousness, expand
Scottish
your awareness.
Hip hop level 3, that is.
It's
Buddhism.
Don't believe everything that you see and hear. Always go and try and check for yourself and make your own mind up and find your own conclusion to things. But with the aspect of words being used against you, there's simple things. I'll keep it short and sweet, because people should just do their own research on this. There's people that can explain it much better than I can. But one that I always use to people is the word person. Person, you think is me and you. No, a person in a court of law is actually a corporation. So if you walk into a court of law and it's an actual lawful court, which is the High Court, which where there's a jury, your peers and all that try you, you're not being tried by essentially somebody that's trying to steal money off you, that's a sheriff. When you walk into that court and your truth will always, and basically in a maximum law, truth will always outweigh everything. You can't outweigh truth with nothing. No lie will ever come close to matching up to truth. So if you walk in as a person that breathes, that sleeps, that eats, and all the rest of it, you are actually a physical specimen. But then you have a corporation that's standing against you, that is a corporate body. Now, when you see the twist on words there, a corporation that is like Coca-Cola or something, they all of a sudden become a body. And that body then assumes the identity of a person underneath the what do you call it? The meaning in a dictionary. I can't remember the exact word for that. It just shows you.
That's the memory, man.
Yeah, it's lemon amnesia. But the word person also means persona. And persona meant mask. And basically a mask, it was worn by actors. So it's saying that your persona is merely a mask. I'm saying you're connected to the divine interface of the universe. Call that a matrix, call that whatever you want to call it, God, a goddess, or just some good
Whatever,
DMT.
Yep.
The persona is what you assume in this life. And my persona, once upon a time, I had this conversation with Nitty Grits today, actually.
So-called beef. Was it a talk about beef, Nitty's beefs?
Beef olives. Basically, I was like, look, me, David Mulhern, that's my person, that's my persona, that's what an identity that I assumed in this world. But at some point in time, that identity wasn't enough for David Mulhern, so David Mulhern assumed the identity of Freestyle Master. And then that, in turn, takes on something else. But they two identities, they're not the true definition of what's sitting behind the two identities making that up.
And then you get to 10 Cloverfield Place.
Exactly,
man. The 49 Identities.
Aye.
Is that the right movie?
That I don't even know, man.
I don't know either. Let's play a song right now. And this song is about words from the new album.
Check this one, man.
So make sure you go and cop the album as well.
We speak them freely, but depending upon the tune we choose. We can use the words for good or use them to abuse. They can change your views, or they can raise your mood, make you feel subdued, or they can make you lose. Misunderstood becoming a deadly invention. Intentions are hidden in the multi-dimension. So move the S to the front of words, and where do you find a sword? A sword meant whether I had, but what did it cause a war? Call a nation into colonization. It's domination by doctrination. And call the person's a corporation. A corporate body gives a license with license registration. We think in a simple, hated, complex past. The person was a persona and the persona's a mask, worn by the cast of classic actors on view. So if your person's a mask, more than an act, under the mask, who are you? They bring a spell on you, be careful what you say. They bring hell on you, be careful when you pray. They bring jail on you, they take you away. So be careful of the games they play with ease. They bring a spell on you, be careful what you say. They bring hell on you, be careful when you pray. They bring jail on you, they take you away. So be careful of the games they play with ease. They bring you clarity or greater confusion, deep illumination or the veil of illusion. Let's look at the magic wand the druids use, made for the holy tree. The Hollywood is a tool of illusion that casts a spell on you and me. They keep us occupied, chasing occupation, but occupation also means you're forcibly taken. Absurdly abstract, but the abs are deviation. So why do we know just call them original Australians? They can dehumanize, become a humanize. Look alive, cause your signature is the proof you died. The devil's a detail, was male and female. Well, they're the gender spec, I can't look for retail. Go to semen late, you see me as a semen on a ship. The egg is a vessel and the buff canal is a business trip. Two corporate bodies made a merger and 11 stock. The only can pass the port when it's delivered by the dock. Beginning or ending with EL means power is held. It was the name of the male sun god, but Israel, electric, elevation, elite. Angel, elocution, elements, even Superman's Kal-El. But words, demonized, like women are filled with evil eyes. The ancient name of the feminine moon was Senna, can you see the ties? Isis, the Egyptian goddess brought the light to Eve's skies. But Isis is a darkness, a name we blame or terrorize. The words, like Monday, we feel it's a waspy phase. By Saturn's day and Sun's day, it's all that we celebrate. We're back in our weekdays because of these weekdays. We can buy the weakest our weekly pay. Words, go deep, don't sleep in the wines you read. Proceed with some caution before you're talking, make sure there's the wines you need. And heed, with the breed, there's a lie in every belief. The Hebrew abracadabra means I create what I speak. What? They bring a spell on you, be careful what you say. They bring hell on you, be careful when you pray. They bring jail on you, they take you away. So be careful of the games they play with ease. They bring a spell on you, be careful what you say. They bring hell on you, be careful when you pray. They bring jail on you, they take you away. So be careful of the games they play with ease.
I'm choking for the compost, hot doors, cold froze, going where only God knows. I'm fucking fidgeting, hurting as I'm listening to everybody bitching about nothing where it's everything. Don't know what got me here, all I know is I'm lonely here. Deep in thought, heeding a knot, it's been a ropey year. They paint our face as divine across the hate and the crime. I'm glad my heroes on the here to see the state of the times. The absence of adults, the volume of guns drawn, the weight of this cold world, the fact that the love's gone. And we don't need another club song. Run along, give me something I can munch on. Tough, strong, rugged draw, fuck 'em all twice. Coming to the end of the line, it's been a long life. My horn fights every sentence that I'm longing to write, cause I could probably get a sentence if I talk them on mics. I lost my daughter and wife, I kept tossing the dice. Paid a horrible price for my debaucherous nights. Now I've got God in my sights, I'm focused and I'm ending it, no hopelessly attempting it. It's time to exit this gaff, boss, I'm going south, straight into hell's hot mouth, the devil's doghouse. I'm gotta bounce, tell them not to cry for me. Don't ask me why I want to die, I'd only lie to you. Some cunts would say it's selfish to be exiting through, very true. Tell me something that I don't know. But life's become a painfully repetitive tune. Guess me done, tell me something that I don't know. The second I was questioning myself and my views, then I knew. Tell me something that I don't know. I'm searching for a reason, not to end at the new. Get me through, tell me something that I don't know. Serendipity, I bless my head in misery. Visually I'm better the closer you get to kissing me. But you don't listen to a single thing I say to you. Too busy hating me for shit I didn't do to you. Evading me, avoiding me, you used to bring in noise to me. Did I poison you for offering me loyalty? See if I can't love, then I don't want to live. Still hung up on Catholic guilt, I was a damaged kid. All the sinning and the living like you're winning. When you're tripping and you're wishing something different was the mission. And you're clinging to your last hope, stressed out, passionless and unable to censor your depressed move. This is the end, trips catches on the other side. My love and pride were a figment in my troubled mind. I sold my heart and my soul to gain facilities, but I no longer have the faith in my abilities. A bad man in a bad way, a sad stray. Everybody wants me to play, it's been a bad day. I hate the root in me, I hate the stupid look in me. I hate the sound of all the bullshit I spew to you. I feel I've seen it all before and this is how it ends. Lost myself along the way, never to be found again. Done with this puppet show, it's over man, the curtain's closed. I'm about to fucking blow and I'm the sanest cunt I know. Some cunts would say it's selfish to be exiting through, very true. Tell me something that I don't know. But life's become a painfully repetitive tune. Guess me done, tell me something that I don't know. The second I was questioning myself and my views, then I knew. Tell me something that I don't know. I'm searching for a reason, no to end at the new. Get me through, tell me something that I don't know. Some cunts would say it's selfish to be exiting through, very true. Tell me something that I don't know. But life's become a painfully repetitive tune. Guess me done, tell me something that I don't know. The second I was questioning myself and my views, then I knew. Tell me something that I don't know. I'm searching for a reason, no to end at the new. Get me through, tell me something that I don't know. Tell me something that I don't know. Tell me something that I don't know. Tell me something that I don't know.
Okay, it's time to learn. What makes the Freestyle Master tick when it comes to hip hop? What inspires you to pick up the pen or get in the zone with a freestyle?
It's always the music. Always has been, always will be for me.
Okay.
If I hear something that I like, things probably that a lot of people don't when it comes to beat picking and stuff like that. I go for things that are slightly clucky and I like challenging music. Do you know what I mean with that? It's like
explain what you mean. Explain what you mean for the people.
For me, for a guy my age anyway, I've come up through hip hop since obviously when it first started, but when it first came to the UK, we were young and we were riding that wave.
Still young.
Break dancing and all that. I'm talking like primary school. You know what I mean?
And ballsack
aye
territory.
Aye. So I've come up through things that boom bap for me to rap on
Speak
is
about that. Speak about boom bap.
I find it quite boring for me to rap on. Do you know what I mean? I love it when I hear other people rapping on it, but I find it quite, I don't know, I rapped on boom bap when we made boom bap.
Okay.
When boom bap was boom bap.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And I just, I like new sounds. I've always been, when we get into hip hop, it was electro that was going alongside Run DMC and all that sort of stuff. So
for you, the music and the groove comes first?
100%, man. It's the music and the groove that gives me ideas. When I first started writing and stuff, I used to, when I would get a beat, I would think in my head, wow, that beat sounds like Capo Rig Street in a pissing rain. You know what I mean?
Do you think that because the groove is the thing that gets you motivated to write? Do you think that's because you came from a b-boy perspective in hip hop?
Do you know what? BJ, big Damaged Goodz, man. He made this point to another big up just Salim one night.
Okay, big shout to both of them.
And he was saying to him, do you think that rappers that were ex-b-boys were more flamboyant on stage than rappers that had came from a graffiti background?
Okay.
And I would say that probably would be the case.
I would probably agree too. For people might not even know what b-boying is. We're talking about breakdancing.
Aye.
That spinny shit.
And it's the flamboyant aspect of rocking the crowd that appeals to me with it all the time. But also in the last couple of years anyway, since Overstand Your Enemy, when we made an EP called Overstand Your Enemy, which you should go and check because it's actually really, really banging. I figured that I wanted to take, because I was right into grime, I'm talking about 2010 or something. I think we made a couple of songs that later went on to be on that.
So I'm not going to say we invented grime. I'm not going to say that.
No, man, no. But
the Scotvec module didn't come up for that. No, that's not true.
But I wanted to take really banging, kind of bouncy, electronic, new sounding music and dubstep, that sort of stuff when it was cool at the time, know what I mean? And put deep lyrics out of the top of it, lyrics that were actually talking about something. And that EP for me is what laid the foundation to make the Freedom Frequency.
Okay, man, I'm going to get back into your questions and your answers in a wee minute, your hip hop comments, but I feel like you've neglected the people.
Aye, mate,
for a little bit, and I feel like that's no fair.
Can't neglect the people, man. Without the people, it's pointless.
So I want to say a big shout to my man Mark Anderson. Mark is world famous DJ called Sparkos. I know Mark the way back in the way early days of Sonny G Radio. Mark used to work in 23rd selling records too. Now he keeps George Bowie right. I'll just say that how it is. He keeps George Bowie right and makes the hits and the remix. Sparkos is my man Mark's got a remix of Jerry Cinnamon Belter, and it is a belter.
Big up, man.
So big shout to my man Mark. Want to say a big shout to Bruce Lee. Shout to Daniel Copeland, he said he loves it. Big shout to my man DJ Saw. Let me just put the beat back as well. We need to get a bike suit again soon, Saw. Big shout to my man Mick, he's been writing. I don't know if I should say that to 29,000 people, but big shout to you, Mick. I'm too late. Anita says, how far back do you go with your friendship with Steg? And when did you both collaborate? Interesting you listening to the hip hop history. I think it's the Scotvec stuff.
Scotvec
stuff. Big shout to you, DJ Anita. Hold on a wee second.
The wee Scotvec guy in the corner with a clipboard and a right bad mullet. Listening to Stone Roses. Okay, so Anita wants to know, how did you connect with me? Basically, probably one day when I done that to you, or you done that to me. I like your bike. Basically, we grew up in the same street, and Cam Logic. Way back, Steg's granny stayed down the stair for the boys that were my best mates at the time, wee Jimmy.
Scotvec.
And this is
Cam Logic. Sucker when? Sucker.
This must have been 1980 or something, know what I mean? Who knows, man?
Cunts weren't even alive then,
No,
my man.
man.
You know what I'm
Way
saying? Big shout out
back.
to Anita.
Way back.
We go back with that one. Big shout out to my man Andy Martin. We've been blessing some of his beats tonight. Shout out to you, Andy.
Aye, big up, man. Beats are nice.
Shout out to Louise. She said that was a tune, but she might have said that a wee while ago.
Aye.
It's all good tunes tonight. Big shout out to my man Tommy Quigley. Big shout out to my man Gareth GBH. He says, big up my boys, Steg and Davey. Get Big Spud and Big Div on the show. Who's Big Spud?
Not sure.
Big Div, definitely. But I don't know if my neighbours will like Big Div's carnage. That's my problem with Big Div. But then we'll still do it. Big shout out to Martin Finney. Big shout out to Emma Clifford. Hope you're
big
well,
up yourself,
Emma. Big shout out to Jamie. He said I was hoping my... I don't know if I can read this out, Jamie. Jamie's gone personal here, but then he's put it in a comment, so I guess it's alright. I was hoping my debt would get written off with the Millennium Bug. Oh well, I suppose.
So we are.
We all were. Poll tax, everything. No.
Unfortunately, it took bankruptcy.
You just reminded me of something I'm not going to talk about on the radio, or even this. Big shout out, man, Lee Crowley. Lee, you need to send me your new MP3, bro. I need that to play on the shows. I said plural, shows. Shout out Holden. Dazza says, Steggy boy, Sundays are good. Good do. Can I get Mogdy and Reen here? Shove that on the list, Steg. We'll probably get some more Moggle later. Oh, we'll play quite a bit of Moggle already tonight.
Aye.
Big shout out to my man Craig, aka Jar Live. Big shout out to my man Verse 1. Got brand new Verse 1 still to go tonight.
Aye.
So we need to play that in exclusive.
Big up yourself, Verse 1.
Big shout out to Nick. He says, the bridge is over us behind you. He's right.
Aye.
He's right, you know what I'm saying?
So
He knows his stuff.
Aye.
The only viewer right now watching who knows anything about this album. Big shout out to Nick. We're going to actually promote that event right now. Hold on a wee second. Check this, Nick. Technology here.
Aye.
So, Nick, he's organised this event. I'm DJing at it. The event's taking place at SWG3, 27th of April. It's going to be an East and West Coast hip-hop battle.
I'll be big, man.
Playing nothing but big tunes, you know what I mean? The tunes that you grew up in, the tunes that you wanted to play when you didn't have a motor, and you wanted just to have a motor just to rock these tunes.
Aye.
Going down Paisley Road or whatever it was.
Aye, I remember that.
So yeah, so that's going to happen SWG3, Friday the 27th of April. Make sure you get your tickets for that. No SVQ for that. Big shouts to Joseph. He says freestyle about the snowy weather. I guess that's obligatory, really, isn't it?
Aye, I suppose, man, aye.
Scott says mention the snow. Kim Wilson's watching. Kim is a good friend. Big shout to her.
Aye, big up, Kim.
Absolute legend. Great to see her on the TV.
Aye.
Yep. Tommy says the beast for the east, west, south, north. And no, nothing at all. My man Camille, he says, hey, yo, Steg G. Massive greetings straight for Silesia, across the globe to Glasgow. And from the Glasgow, across the world to Silesia. In a global village. He's wrote a book here, isn't he?
No, no, really.
A global village of music. Big up Davey, Freestyle Master, and Scotland crew. Blessed, turn it up. Unity. Big shout out to Camille. Nice to hear from Camille.
Aye,
Big shout out to Camille.
I hope you're doing well, bro.
Silesia, man, that's Poland somewhere.
Aye.
Or is it Jamaica?
He's out there, man.
Fucking know, man. Or it's Black Hill. He's out there alive anyway.
Some
and that's
boy
cool.
Camille.
And that's cool to hear that.
Big up yourself, mate.
Big shout out to Gordon Duncan, original B-boy from Inverness.
Of course, man.
I don't know what this means, but you might know. Darren says lemon amnesia. Yes.
Nice. Jazz.
Don't know anything about that. Tommy says red wine. Tommy's wanting to know the wine. Tommy, I said it earlier, but it's Casalero del Diablo.
Diablo.
What does that mean?
Song about the devil, mate.
Something about the devil, isn't
I think
it?
it's the
Anyway,
castle
I
of
know
the
the
devil.
Diablo bit.
The castle of the devil.
It's working.
Or the casket of the devil.
Big shout out to Tommy, he said life is Groundhog Day. Big shout out to my Nitty, he's tuned in right now.
Big yourself, Natty.
You were talking about charging him for taxis earlier on.
Ah, that's right, mate,
Who's
aye.
that bastard? Anyway, we're going to play another song right now. Song from the new album Freedom Frequency. This one features Shay D. Tell us why you got Shay on the record.
I went to see that gig that night. I can't remember where
Big
it was.
Steg, Big Steg.
Big Steg.
It was supposed to be skinny.
Man, but Big Steg ended up playing, and Shay D was on the bill as well. And I just went up to check it out, and I was totally blown away by Shay. She had a real good presence about her. Seemed like a really, really cool person, and what she was talking about on stage was along the same lines that I was thinking at the time. You know what I mean? And I'd been thinking to myself, putting it out in my mind to the universe, I'd really like to get somebody from London on it.
Universe blessed you.
And I thought I would really love to get a dope female rapper. We got Empress, but Shay came first in that regard on the time scale, you know what I mean? So I was delighted to do that, and this tune just felt natural.
Yep, let's run it.
If we could go back, way back in the days, and talk to the young you, what would you say? Would you let them know the things that could change, or would you let them go and make the same mistakes again? Would you tell them about the heartaches you felt? Would you mourn about the cards you've been dealt? Tell me this, listen, what would you say if you could talk to the young you back in the day? If I could go back, what kind of tales would I tell? In my 12-year-old self, they felt the teacher's bell. I tell them trust your instincts will serve you well. Don't be your own worst enemy, don't sit there and dwell on the things you can't change, cause they'll haunt you deep. Don't listen to the forked tongues, cause the talk's cheap. You got an aptitude, don't grow an attitude. Show your parents love, son, bestow a little gratitude. Be productive, never corruptive. Don't let your lust overcome, no matter how seductive it may seem. Don't be scared to dream. Don't put a Jezebel on the pedestal of a queen. Don't treat a queen like a harlot. Remember that you'll never see the light until you're through the darkness. You'll be an artist, express where your heart is. You'll never please them all, son, so carry on regardless. Love your life, cause time will catch you quick. Till the years late, a week that goes past in a blink. Believe in your abilities and don't be judgmental. Listen to advice, you'll ignore that's essential. Avoid the pitfalls and the fake mates. Embrace each day like it's the last as your life takes shape. Let go what the feels you told, cause now I know what I wish I did long ago. If we could go back, way back in the days, and talk to the young you, what would you say? Would you let them know the things that could change, or would you let them go and make the same mistakes again? Would you tell them about the heartaches you felt? Would you mourn about the cards you've been dealt? Tell me this, listen, what would you say if you could talk to the young you back in the day?
If I could find a way to go back and roll with my teenage self up on Holloway Road, I would warn myself that anger takes long to subside, and if you don't resolve it there and then you'll keep it inside, and it will manifest later in life in ways you won't recognize, cause it wears a disguise. I say be careful who you keep around, flags are crimson. You can't fix every shot are stuck in our system. You gotta face your trouble, so learn the wisdom. You will lose some time to early graves and prisons. I'd ask to think about how I'm acting in school, and aggression is not clever when you got other tools. Don't make any choices to please other peeps. It's okay to fail, there'll be times to succeed, and I won't be me if I knew what I know. So I know it sounds fucked, but I'd keep my mouth closed.
If we could go back, way back in the days, and talk to the young you, what would you say? Would you let them know the things that could change, or would you let them go and make the same mistakes again? Would you tell them about the heartaches you felt? Would you mourn about the cards you've been dealt? Tell me that's what would you say?
Excuse me, sir, can you pass me that Havana number 7, please?
And the millions watching around the world.
4 a.m. again, Havana glass grasped in my hand, sitting drinking Jack down, few grams of organic sand. Nickname Drogovic, I'm your man for backhands, make dogs bark like Emily at like to fight, bling bling without his our black eyes. Might have been out last night. Saved a lot of people off in my pastime. Every time I act stupid, will it be the last time? Sit by the riverside, clutching a glass of wine, blowing smoke holes through a Monte Cristo number 9. Been a long time since I wrote some fucking lines. Spent the last 6 years drinking beer, ducking time. Time underline my mission in life to get crafty, cost lost, brought back on the mic, and I'm drinking my dog on the banks of River Ness. There beating mojos, what? We wrapped it fresh. Find me in your shirt, braces and a pair of specs. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. Ron Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 a.m. again and I'm stressed and repressed. Find me in your shirt, braces and a pair of specs. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. Ron Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 a.m. again and I'm stressed and repressed. 4 a.m. again, I'm in the street chatting up chicks. Taken back to the flat quick to wrap up a spill. Shooting smoke in all honesty. As on the cards, I have a tendency to fall asleep. Know a couple girls that go eat low. Still a rapper with a call me. Chat and breeze, never get S. It's not a beat, not even a text from my ex.
Once you go black, never go back. I talk about relent for this absolute flat, but honestly, I'm all about monogamy, healthy interest. If we're gonna miss it, so snow taking high class success. Goes home, take a look at the flat, grab the cash and go. Get my rocks off the high def. No stars don't need a rush of the head. I was born hard. 5 men, shirt, braces, and a pair of respect. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. Run Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 AM again and I'm stressed and repressed. 5 men, shirt, braces, and a pair of respect. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. I'm Ron Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 AM again and I'm stressed and repressed. 4 AM again, I'm in the club sipping this drink. I head home, whip at my tips in the sink. So bad, I break into my own flat. I really fight, but you always need to hold me back. I'm your top rock thrower, the hot jock floor. Raven Redwood and I rock that more. Top drawer, that's where I keep my knife. Just ask lots of brief on the wrapped up in a last span. 4 AM again, bagged a girl with a cracking tan. To be honest, she was Margarita Prakatan. Went for the thunder, knock, explode like a blunderbuss. Unload, take a toke of that wonder scuff. Hopefully, Hugh needs his bunnies. If I make it rain, better pick the money up, or I'm a cunny fun. I said, fish, if I make it rain, better pick the money up. 5 men, and shirt, braces, and a pair of respects. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. Ron Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 AM again and I'm stressed and repressed. 5 men, and shirt, braces, and a pair of respects. Roam the street like the rat king of Bucharest. Ron Jeremy with a hairier chest. 4 AM again and I'm stressed and repressed.
Brand new from Verse 1.
Big up Verse 1, man.
AKA the Despicaples. Dropped a wee exclusive to me yesterday and I'm liking that one.
Aye, I've actually got in touch with me. Don't know if I should announce this, know what I mean? But
I think you've done it, man.
Aye,
you've
he got in touch with me yesterday, I think, or the day, I can't remember, but about dropping something on a new tune with him. Where I'm not going to mention all the other people that are on it as well, but it's a stellar lineup, know what I mean?
Okay, big shout out to Verse 1, putting the bottle. Good to see him back.
Aye, man, aye, he's good dude, man.
He is a good dude, man.
Good rapper.
Just tell me drink your wine right now, is that okay?
That's all good, man. Every man's got to
pure professional. It's live for the kitchen. Got my man Freestyle Master in the studio. We've probably got about 10 minutes left of the show.
Aye.
I want to finish up with a freestyle.
Of course, man. Aye.
But I want it to be the stuff of legend.
Right.
I need interaction for the people.
Aye, that definitely helps. Know what I mean?
I need the people to say subjects. What have you got, Snow? That's easy.
Aye.
Throw in some random shit in the comments right now. Just write in the comments some random words.
Just whatever comes
random
to your
sentences.
Mind, know what I mean?
Something that's annoying you. Something that's in your mind. Madeline McCann. I don't know how that just came out. But
whatever comes to your wee imagination.
So drop a comment right now. We're going to finish this show with a freestyle from the legend. The Freestyle Master. Put the messages out there, and you can be part of this legendary freestyle.
That's it, man. We'll write something together.
Let's have a track.
I was born a twin, separated at birth, cause that little girl wasn't ready for this earth. So the first person I knew left when I drew my first breath, and came back a year later, as my sister mum said. Once the carousel's revolving, no stopping or disembarking. Spent a lifetime with the mysteries of Mr. Margins. Left home for it, decades on a pilgrimage. A ghost author writing essays in the wilderness. I don't converse with the Holy Ghost often, only in times of blind panic, where my atheism is left behind stranded. What else? I hope you're all comfy. People are so hungry, I wonder what that says about my country and where I come from. Food banks, bankers crash. Try to be a good man is a thankless task. Good people carry the weight of the world until their ankles snap. Financial cats' futures are guaranteed like a banker's draft.
So we're going to get into that freestyle soon.
Crumpler, I take words and rearrange.
Just leave a comment, drop a message.
Outskirts of nowhere, just
be part of writing the song tonight, folks.
I drew it, if I'm honest. A hyperactive kid, restless and unsettled. Mouth tasting of metal, building walls out of Lego. My father was a rebel, so I became an echo. He said you got to cut the strings on your own arms to meet your petal. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. When I get agitated, words words are my Ritalin. If life's a jotter then I'm living in the margins that I scribble in. But sometimes when you're on the outside looking in, you get a better view of how the world spins. Dystopia, it's a word that's overused, but that doesn't mean its meaning doesn't hold the truth. The loneliest muse I've been beholden to you since the fallopian tubes. My colloquial roots challenge colonial views reported as news. Celebrity sweat patches interrupt me while I'm trying to think. I close my eyes, cover my ears and dial a drink. Spying search engines, try and tell me not to think this. I spend my evenings trading riddles with the sphinxes, and my days languishing and listless. That's just how it is when language is your mistress. I've got no problem with authority. I represent outsiders and we're holding a majority, man. Fuck your in crowds, little cliques and cozy ups. Your numbered days get shorter the longer you're ignoring us. I channel hate, love, fear, hope and lust into broken words that fill, spill and overflow from lips like blood from open cuts. Mr. Margins, life on the periphery. Blend into a crowd, step on stage and then pontificate. I was born with every Venn diagram intersected and spent a lifetime on edge and on the edges. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Mind the gap when they're lighting from this place. Twin separated at birth, cause that little girl wasn't ready for this earth. So the first person I knew left when I drew my first breath, and came back a year later as my sister mum said. Once the carousel's revolving, no stopping or disembarking. Spent a lifetime with the mysteries of Mr. Margins, left home for it, decades on a pilgrimage. A ghost author writing essays in the
Okay, keep the comments coming. We're going to finish this shit tonight with the livest freestyle you've ever seen, heard, imagined. And you wrote this shit.
Is he man or machine? Disgruntled with hands round your spleen. The front row's full of clones and doppelgangers, gas looking from the cracks in your screen. Standing with my back to the fiend, tangled in an idyllic dream. Had to be seen, still strapped to the beat. Hit this the box and then collapsed in the street. L's in the sky like the pewter, watching you die in the computer. 2,000 feet above the sea cloud, stepping with the piers up the coast of Bermuda. Toast with your tutor, the first class graduate, top scholar, hold the lime green amulet. Life's too short to just sit back and wonder if just Shelby, lamb and a split. Fly around the mountains to scout up the bits. Come sit from the fountain I found in the sticks. Crowd dive from the stage to the sky to the pits, and spark the explosives is tied from my wrist. Ellen Tech got a lock, still smashing music. God's to rot in a squad by aquatic ruins. Man prop to the squad, man move like a slob or a slop on a cost, but we batter through it.
Your lamppost, tip top trying to master the tube org. Cheap lager in plastic goblets, quick past the cauldron. Taps off from me choose worth. Heel tip stick from the paint can. Stick it to your nostril, quick tilt and spin. Can you break dance? Napalm puddled on the stage ran. Slick to the grip of a faint hand. Burn the tequila, toss it back to the flame dolls. His best pals are a sack of escape goals. Each wing wonky from swigging on that engine oil. Memoranda from mates called vagrant, stuck in perpetual sulk. Packing Rizzler with pulp in a grey May. Whether laddie or lamppost, it still takes boost to tangle like you danced in your heyday. Sing songs on Laputa, love lines like Neruda. Should I pushed off on a scooter? The shopkeeper promised Sambuca, and now he's in the glen with a flare gun, polishing a tarp as a tent under grey sun. Here chick gasping for friends when the rains come. Message by pigeon, the bottle's got beer in it, and also I trained one. Also I trained one.
Big shout to CRPNTR, big shout to Scoop Records. Man, loving that vibe. Okay, man, it's time to get live up here.
Aye.
It's time to do something legendary.
Let's do it, man.
You can
Let's
swear.
try.
You can libel people.
Right, I can do what I want.
You can slag people, you can talk about any beefs you've got out there.
Olives.
Let's see what the people have said for sort of subjects, okay? Victor Morris.
Victor Morris,
okay.
man. Alright.
Berlini. Sterling. Small Faces. Double A Batteries. Greg's.
Is there some way that I can see them while I'm...
No, you need to memorise them,
while I'm doing
pal,
it?
unless you get your own phone out.
Alright. Give me a minute, man. 2 shakes.
Pure professional tonight, as per usual. Like I said earlier though, I want you all to remember, please like the page and then subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we're trying to build something and we need it to look like we've actually got some sort of fucking movement up here in Scotland, not this fucking wishy-washy shit. So like the page, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you don't, then I believe you're a hater. Okay, so we've got subjects here: Central Station, Love the Neighbour, Greg's, Double A Batteries, Love, Roadman Pat.
I can't see all the...
You just need to remember then.
Right, what was it again, mate?
Okay, I'm going to run through them,
I can remember
okay?
Victor Morris, Berlini, Snow.
Okay.
Greg's, something about Greg's.
Okay, let me see. You've got Love, Jelly, First Bus, The Four Corners, Community Meals, Central Station, Love Thy Neighbour, Greg's, Double A Batteries, Small Faces, Is This Life, Berlini, Sterling, and some other shit as well, mate. Well, I can't even go anywhere. Let's run the track.
Yes. Memory, man. I can remember about one of them now. But I'll try and squeeze them on, try and do what I can.
Okay, you can do it, man.
Right,
I'll shout them out.
Okay, right, I'll just start and then
I'll shout them out.
Aye, mate,
okay.
aye. Right, let's see where we can go with this, everybody. Live from the kitchen.
Okay, let's start with this one. Marquis Smith.
Marquis Smith, man, what can you say? A right arrogant cunt on his worst day. But man, he done something different for the people. Gave them something unique. He gave them something that they couldn't equal. You see, I burned down the house to set it up the fire. I'm the one that made the snow disappear. I'm higher because I get out there. I'm like raw. I'm the heat of the sun, and then the shine out so bizarre. I heard the beast for the east was got a glitter on a flight back for Cambodia for pumping Wayne shitters. No, that's the way I go. You said I could say anything. I'm saying it, so I done it. That's the way it rains any day. William Wallace, stand up and shout freedom. That's the way we need it, man. I can't beat them, I join them. That's the way it is, don't disappoint them. We're aiming for the future, why can't I anoint them? I wear my crash helmet when I'm outside. That's the way it is because I'm always on the slide. I'm always trying to get somewhere, I'm never snayed. I never run and never hate, I'm faded south of the Clade. Victor Morris is the place where you go if you want a big blade that you call Rambo. And that's the way it is, man, they take you down slow. And the 90s was the place where Berlini got filled up, yo. Berlini's full of Victor Morris customers. That's the way it is, man, I fuck it up. I'm rough as the way that we be rolling. I'm the stubble on my chin, I'm the one to bring it back. I'm as deadly as a holy gin. Is this life or is this just reality? Is this just a technicality or a faculty that's living inside my own mainframe? That's the way it is, I'm trying to maintain the aim. You get small faces when you step in the place where my voodoo reigns, and I rap when I'm shrinking down your skull. That's the way I am, demo. Fear the soul, scheme, calm,
Double A
batteries, they hit a small face. The bigger ones take you out of here and out of space. And that's the way it is, man, I'm just slocking. I'm shocking, I'm rocking, I'm hipping and I'm hopping.
Thy neighbour.
I love thy neighbour unless they're a wank. And that's the way it is, I fuck them up like a tank. And that's the way I am living my days. And I'll be out there saying everybody
Central Station.
To the Central Station and the tramps. To the ones that goes down the piece, people get the feet get damp, man. They're living outside, they could go eat a shelter, but they prefer to just hit the price. I get community meals back in the day, cause the community feels like the community is one. That's the way the community steals for one another, man. But all brothers, that's the way I feel. First buses, fuck them, they're always late. Man, I anticipate this right outside the gate. But first bus, man, they'll get you somewhere. So bag 'em up, yeah. Oh yeah.
Four corners.
The four corners, I tell you a story. I went to shoot a video on Christmas morning. See me and Dale boy before, man, it'd be like the end of the world. But everybody there, man, and we began to unfurl our flags and we went there as full. And everybody's out there, there's cunts on the pole. We said we'll date New Year's Day, it'll be better. But McDonald's was open, it was fucking getting wet. Jelly, man, I love it in my belly. I can't touch it cause I'm diabetic and it's fucking smelly. And that's the way I am, I take you somewhere and tell you things you've never heard before, man, I sell you things that you want, not things that you need. That's the way we are indeed, we are the ones that just bleed out the lanes that we speak, and that's the way I'm so bleed. I'm ready.
Next word is love.
Love, a beautiful word. It comes to the above, that's the word I just heard. And that's the way it is, it lives inside of each one. A language that hates, so here we are, one time, son. Love is something that can take you out of here, but love can also leave you there crumbled in fear. And love can make your whole confidence disappear. And love can make your whole innocence reappear. Roadman Pat, who the fuck is that, man? That sounds like Postman Pat's bad man chap. That's the way I am, moving on the stone. Man, I'm out of here, cyclone on the microphone. Roadman Pat, I guess he's fair to schemes. I guess he's fair to London equivalent, you know what I mean? The estates, the ends, and the out in the yard. And that's the way we are, keeping it way hard. I've been scarred by the future and the past. I'm out of here, a cosmic blast like Captain Rock's ass. I'm the one that goes fast through the sky, getting so high on a Sunday night, I do defy. As the beat starts slowing and I'm going somewhere in between. What you see is deep and what you mean is me, and what I speak is unique. So everybody one time, Sunday night, I say peace.
Freestyle Master, thank you for checking out the kitchen. That was a freestyle for your mind, body, soul, and probably for your ma as well.
Oh, your ma will love it.
And your dad. Peace.
I could be your dad.